The Gospel of Mark, Session 7, Into the Wilderness. After the affirmation of God the Father in the baptism, Jesus moves into the wilderness. It is very interesting that Mark uses a very strong word to describe the action that sent Jesus there. He says that the Spirit pushed or drove him into the wilderness. The Message translation reads this way: At once this same Spirit pushed Jesus out into the wild. For 40 wilderness days and nights he was tested by Satan. Wild animals were his companions, and the angels took care of him. Mark is fairly brief here, so it is worth looking at other passages to see the interplay between Jesus and Satan. For 40 days he was tempted by the devil, and at the end of them he was hungry. Note that at the end of 40 days the devil said to him, "If you are the Son of God, tell this stone to become bread." Jesus answered, "It is written, man does not live on bread alone." It tells us what he will not do, i.e. provide one staple need, but rather provide a broad spectrum of people's need. His focus is much broader than present hunger. The devil led him to a high place and showed him in an instant all the kingdoms of the world, and said to him, "I will give you all their authority and splendor, for it has been given to me, and I can give it to anyone I want to. If you worship me, I will give it to you." Jesus answered, "It is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only. There is only one God, the others are wood or stone." This problem is significant in the Old Testament and reaches some terrible conclusions. The devil led him to Jerusalem and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. "Throw yourself down, and God will protect you with his angels." Jesus said, "You do not put God to the test." In other words, the kingdom is not won by large demonstration, but by simple God-led actions. What Jesus won't do gives us direction as to what he will do and how we can follow. So much happened in the wilderness, yet in all that time the wild animals accompanied him, a picture of the beginning before sin came. The angels would also have given him or reminded him of heaven. I wonder if you notice the sentence, "To you I will give all this power and authority and glory." That is all their magnificence, excellence, dignity and grace developed by mankind. Did you see what the scripture is saying? Do you see what Satan is offering to Jesus? What he thought was wonderful. The wonder that we people of the world have achieved acting in their own strength and outside of the will of God the Father. Who are you working for? To whom are your efforts going?